So you're a U.S. citizen and you're wondering, how can I bring my fiance here from overseas? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration attorney here in St. Louis, Missouri. This is a question we receive a lot from people who are thinking about getting married. They want to know what the process is like and what has to happen. It's a little bit different than a spouse visa, so we thought we'd make this video to walk you through the process. Alright, so there's a couple things to keep in mind that are special about fiance visas. One is that you and your fiance are going to have to demonstrate how you met and under what circumstances you met. A lot of people meet online and that is okay, but we really need to do a lot to document the communication that's happened between the couple over the time period before filing. Another requirement is that you and your fiance have to have been in each other's physical presence at least once in the last 2 years. So we spend a lot of time with our clients explaining to them and going over with them what it is that they need to do to demonstrate that they were in fact together. Some people talk to us before they go, and when they do, we tell them, well, you want to keep all the paperwork and everything related to your travel. You want to keep your airplane tickets, your hotel reservations, you want to get copies of your visa stamp so that you can show that the two of you were in the same place at the same time. Because remember, fiance visas only work when the fiance is overseas. A fiance visa won't work if the person is just here in the United States. Fiance visas are limited to situations where the U.S. citizen is here and the fiance is overseas. So in any event, you're going to have to show that the fiance and you were together, and you're going to want to document that with pictures, hopefully pictures with other people, travel together, show that you two really have indeed met, because that's one of the requirements. The other thing that you're going to have to keep in mind is that you're going to have to demonstrate the background of both couples, and you're going to have to fill out the paperwork that shows who each of you are, and that when you come to the United States that you intend to get married. That's the other big thing, is that both the petitioner, that is the U.S. citizen, and the beneficiary overseas are going to have to attest to the immigration service that when the non-citizen arrives, that within 90 days the two of you are planning to get married. So in the old days, a lot of people thought that fiance visas were processed faster than spouse visas, and in fact that was true for a while. Now pretty much they're both being processed at the same rate. The process is pretty similar too. You file all the initial paperwork with USCIS, you demonstrate who everybody is, you show that you two do in fact know each other and have met each other, you demonstrate the relationship, and you provide that proof that when the non-citizen arrives that you're going to get married. That goes to USCIS, and once that's approved, it then is sent to the National Visa Center. At that point, you have to pay the visa fee and the affidavit of support fee. That's one of the things that we have to talk about, the affidavit of support. The U.S. citizen's sponsor is going to have to promise that if the beneficiary comes within the 90 days and gets married, that they're going to pay for any kind of treatment, or that they're going to support the fiance once the fiance arrives, and that the fiance is not going to go and get government benefits. And the promise by the beneficiary is that if the person ever does get benefits, that they, the U.S. citizen, will pay those benefits back. Once you pay those fees, the National Visa Center then asks for original documents, original birth certificates, things like that, and you send all that off to the National Visa Center. Once they're satisfied with the case, then it's sent off to the embassy for an interview. Sometimes our clients go overseas and attend the interview, but that's sort of the exception. Typically the foreign beneficiary goes to the interview by themselves. The officers there will ask questions about how did you two meet, those kinds of things. What's your plan when you arrive? Why haven't you gotten married? Those kinds of things. So we work with our clients to sort of prepare the overseas person for that part of the interview. Then, assuming that all is approved, the passport is taken and the visa is provided. Once the person gets here, you have 90 days to get married. And that visa is a very special visa. You can only get a green card through that visa. If you come on a fiance visa and don't end up getting married, that's going to terminate any ability for you to get some kind of other green card. When you come on the fiance visa, that's the only way you're going to be able to adjust status to that of lawful permanent resident. So we help people with these kinds of situations all the time. If you have any questions, give us a call, 314-961-8200, or shoot me an email, jim@hackinglawpractice.com.